No, stop that. Don't get the first word, the last word, or the first snort. But you can die first. This is the
I can die first.
I mean, you're the first one ready. That means you're the first one dead.
Oh.
I made a save state with the extra characters for versus mode.
Wait, where am I going?
To the Super Nintendo app.
Okie doke.
Guess I should open the floodgates to rando. Do I do this again?
You just select play online.
I have to actually go there. Dang it. I wasn't ready. Thought it was. It's friends only, I won't put a password on it. So wait. Why are there 4 lines for participants? Oh no, that's just for friend rooms.
Yeah, that's just in case you have a lot of friends.
That's worrying. However, people will be here eventually. Oh no. Begins. Have to fire the warning shots across the bow. It's not it. Distracted me. Nothing right. Oh god. It's doing the transformation of sound because of the auto correction for your lag. By which I mean the Atlantic Ocean.
I see we're starting with the not Puyo one.
Yes, because this is the important one. Everyone else is secondary. Obviously. Alright, to finish my thought that I was doing off screen. There. Fire the warning shots. That's not it. Cheese 'em, crack 'em. There.
You're as good at this as I am at puzzle games.
You're funny. We'll see. At least this is functional. Oops. There.
Oh, we're live. Oh no.
So that was the Puzzlepocalypse. This is your punishment for punctuality.
It's what I deserve.
And so much. Twitch, Twitter, doing, Discord. What is everything doing?
I don't hear nothing.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I could.
You know what? Let's forget to start this part. There you go. Not that it matters, nothing's happened yet. Makes my life more difficult in a purely hypothetical future. Okay. Load suspend point. I have taken the liberty of unlocking. Should go to 1. I'll start at 5.
It's gonna go to 10 pretty quickly.
Nobody knows that. But I have unlocked Sanitos and Corderia.
Okay, what does that mean for me?
Nothing. It's just
Means
extra
you're gonna
sound
die.
smells when you do a thing.
Hello.
What I had to do was I had to go offline and use a second controller because trying to synchronize that with an online connection has been disastrous. Even just good online connection. I'm gonna use Ruby.
I'm gonna go with Dragon, because dragons are cool.
So,
Not
how
this
is
dragon.
everybody? Everybody good?
Okay, that's an
No,
okay
I'm playing puzzle games. Oh, it's terrible. Oh no.
Well, that's what happens when you
Lift.
hang out with Joe.
Yeah, this was really your fault, so what were you thinking?
You're not wrong.
See? I'm always right. That's what not wrong means, right?
Wrong.
Oh no.
Let me boot up the stream and stuff.
And complain about it. That's what
I
you
don't
do.
complain. And if you prefer me not saying
You
it, I don't say
complain.
anything. And I
Try
won't
and
ever tell
deliberately
you
not
anything
to
ever
activate
again.
the danger time.
Oh my
Oh
god.
dang it, danger time. How could you do this to us?
No, I didn't want that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I am correct that you at least know the major tentpoles of how to play this game, right? Block disappear.
Match 3 or more, make them disappear.
And to get rid of garbage, you have to make a clear next to them.
I never got the opportunity.
Okay, well, you'll have it now. Here comes some garbage for you to clear.
No, I failed.
So
Oh, I
use
think
the
I can
green
do it now.
circles.
There we go. I
And since it's a
cleared some.
multi-line, it'll drop them one line at a time for each block. But since the upper block is no longer contiguous with the bigger one, it will not clear those ones until you work your way up to it. Does that make sense? Hey, you got it again. See, if I'm able to coach you in real time, it distracts me, and it also lets me, like, explain things.
I
I
think
think that was the major problem with the first time we tried.
we should
this, is
distract
that
you a little
literally
more.
Nobody, really understood what was happening. I'm assuming that was an accident. Oh, okay, that's just a combo. Never mind.
Oh,
Anyway, the thing you should be trying
my
to do
garbage looks
is...
mean compared to yours.
Yeah, you have dragon face garbage.
Yeah.
That is not a thing in Yoshi version. Oh no, I'm gonna activate the panic mode if I don't reduce my stack before you send me something. Excuse me. Oh no, it wasn't enough. You sent me something more than I planned for. I have failed. At the small
I can
thing
never-
that I set for myself.
I can never really intentionally do combos. I just kind of walk into them.
Now, do you mean combo as in more than 3, or a chain reaction, which is called a chain?
Let's go with chain.
Yes, that's something I've noticed that a lot of puzzle games have backwards in their nomenclature compared to this one.
I was
Okay,
going to
well,
try
the
to
chat is
distract Joe
working.
for you, but I forgot my mic was muted, but
That's cool. Also, you won't actually see what I'm talking about
Joe
in
is way
real
too
time if you're
quiet
watching.
and Maidens is way too loud.
Okay, I can fix that. I'm wondering why that's... Actually, wait. That's why that's the case.
Now,
But Maidens is still too loud.
Am I too loud?
sorry, I'm trying to juggle
Yes.
volume between two things, but anyway, Joe's just needs to be a bit louder, and Maidens needs to be maybe twice as much of that bit quieter.
Okay, that's not very scientific. I will fix it anyway.
Okay.
Let's
guess
see.
I'm still
There
still
you are.
one.
Oh, there, wait. Oh, that's very weird. How am I still quiet if I'm at my usual maximum range setting? That's very odd.
Well, you're going by eels here,
Um,
which could change at any time.
Maybe check.
Eels don't have ears.
Well, there's your
Maybe I'm just
problem.
being quiet.
I will try
I'm going to use
Shabe.
Nurse.
Shabe or Shabet?
I do not have her Kana name handy. I can look for it.
I'm gonna
Actually, I
assume
don't know if there is one.
Shabe.
Alright, maidens and you sound about the same now.
I changed literally nothing since the last thing I said. You're full of it. Like this mermaid.
Yeah, so you probably changed
Actually, I have no
whatever you
idea
did
what I'm
before
trying to
that.
say about Nurse. I'm going to be cursed for 100 years. That's what mermaids do, right?
Maybe.
Totally. Our mermaids are different.
Okay, so I put those in there, so I have a. So they're matched there.
Hey, you did a thing. Did that happen by accident?
Yes.
Anyway,
The garbage. The garbage just
Yeah, you
happened to
got
make
a
a free for
2
me.
times. And you got a 4 combo. You can see that the 4 combo is worth half as much as the chain reaction. That's a bit misleading to say it that way because you really want a whole line, which is what chains are for. Only chains will get you whole lines of garbage. So like I did a 6 times chain, which gave you 5-layer garbage.
No.
Don't worry, you're learning,
No.
even if you don't think you are, apparently.
I disagree.
You're allowed to disagree. Yeah, sure, it's fine now. I did turn him down. That is different than not doing anything. That was the first thing you said. Second thing, you said that that I was still quiet. Which is complete nonsense, and I reject your version of reality. The new reality supports me.
When I was saying things, I was listening to me saying things at the same time over the stream, so it confused me. So who knows what I said was true or not.
Oh. Well, alright, I'm deliberately not giving you a lot of garbage so that I can
Except
watch
maintenance
what you're
was
doing.
infinity loud.
He was, I fixed it. We moved past that so long ago.
I can't make. Can make
There,
it
have a smaller
horizontal.
garbage.
Can't make much.
Well, that extra one's gonna kill you. My
Yeah.
bad.
Fish.
Fishy, fishy.
I don't like fish garbage.
I'm gonna use one of the secret characters now.
Oh.
In the Yoshi version, this whole row was secret. You had to unlock them.
It was like bosses, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, they called it rivals instead of enemy.
It was
It's just so much
I didn't
nicer.
play the game. I didn't play the game, but I assume it's like Raphael, Raven, and probably
Raphael
Bowser.
is where Saren is.
Oh,
Every one of the
alright.
first 8 are your friends.
Then who were the
Yoshi goes
big
Olympus.
bats?
Instead of Phoenix, you had Hookbill the Koopa. Instead of Dragon, you had Naval Piranha. Instead of Sanatos, there was K-Mech. And instead of Corderia, there was Bowser. Although, they changed up the themes. Corderia gets a completely different theme that's not in Yoshi version. And Sanatos uses Bowser's theme. Or Bowser used Sanatos' theme. That's why I picked Sanatos. He's got a theme song.
You've got
Oh, it's
really-
Snaky Lady.
Yeah, he's creepy.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Yeah, he's supposed to be, I guess.
I mean, I know he's supposed to be, but it doesn't mean I have to like it.
Alright, you got a big garbage to work on right there. I'm gonna watch you and your form. Use the stars before you end up. You broke it. Use the circles.
No. Yeah, I can make that.
Yeah. Now, ideally, you would want to make a match that lines up with the next layer of the garbage, but that was 2 layers, so it was kind of harder. It would depend on the random numbers of which garbage types you get. So use the stars to clear another row of that garbage. The top 3 rows. Yeah. And then try to line something up. Whoops, I accidentally sent you something else. There, see, now you made a chain reaction, and you can keep doing that because of chain garbage having contiguous layers and going one at a time. That should probably be your earliest goal, to teach you how to recognize shapes falling into each other.
I feel like you should also get chains whilst the thing is turning into extra blocks.
I mean, what do you mean?
Well, like whilst those hearts are disappearing, if I were to make a different thing during that, I feel like that should count as like a chain.
It's a different kind of game. You're thinking of something like Magical Drop, where it's a Twitch-based action situation. Fighting game people love Magical Drop for that reason.
I feel like
my counter-argument is that you would actually have a harder time with Magical Drop because of how twitchy it is.
Well, probably. I can't say I'm really doing well here. And neither can you.
Alright, I'm about to kill you, I think. I'm just warning you.
Alright.
Right,
that was very kind of you.
See, there you go. You can start. Just keep on chaining it or you're going to die. You're, as long as you're clearing something, you won't actually be declared dead either. So, if you, keep just clearing stuff and you don't, it doesn't take away from the timer before you get crushed. The so-called crush time. See, you did pretty well. Look at that.
No, I'm
You're
scared.
learning by osmosis. Now I actually have to kill you again if I want you to die. See, look what you did. I'm just send it back to you.
You just killed me again so easily.
Oh, what the? What? No, you should have cleared that with one move instead of all the moves it took for the chain reaction. Come on. You need to watch those, like, towers that build up on the sides, and if you get, like, matching things, you can just use those to clear. I'm gonna give you some more garbage to work on. What's your homework?
Oh. Let's see.
Oops, I messed up. That's a small one.
Got a 4 here. No, I made a 3 whilst I was expecting that to drop. Oh. That's what happens. I tried to set up to get garbage whilst it's popping, but then I accidentally make a 3.
Well, you're trying. That's actually the next step. Instead of trying to set everything up, like, in advance, you have to try to get it while things are falling. So that's already a really big step. Hey, thanks. I'm gonna send this back to you plus 1 line, because that's how garbage slingshot works.
Don't do that. Be nice.
Well, I might not be able to.
Be nice. It's Christmas.
Not yet, it isn't.
Oh, it's Christmas here.
Oh yeah, and then when you really start recognizing patterns, you can get extra chains between links of garbage clear. And yes, I said when, not if. I command you. Get better.
That's another 2.
That's good.
Oh,
Unfortunately, I can't send you a lot of garbage right now, or you'll just die from pressure.
another 2.
That's a good clear, yep. Now be very careful on this next link, because it's gonna put you back. You need to clear something, anything. And then work on clearing the garbage at the top.
Oh.
As long as panels are popping, you cannot die. Just be sure not to mess up your best chances at causing the garbage to clear, because those count as popping too, and you stay alive the whole time it's converting the block. That makes sense, right?
Or no.
Why not?
Whilst
Which part of that does not make sense?
the part where I wasn't fully paying attention, I suppose.
Oh. Well, then what good
I'm
are
a
you for?
hopeless case. Whilst we're on this screen, tell me what the difference in handicaps are.
Well, 5, it's just the speed level. You see it goes from easy to hard. Here, I'll show you what 10 looks like and probably lose in the process. And you can see the whole range of what it looks like.
Alright,
Theme.
my winning strategy has now arrived.
Cordelia's theme actually is the sound for Bowser appearing. And then her danger theme is not used at all. Also at level 7 and above, I get these dark blue triangles. So this is the difference in speed, but also watch how fast my panels fall. Watch how fast my panels fall compared to yours.
Oh, you mean how
That's
fast
the
they
bigger
rise?
factor. No, fall. Like, after they fall, when they pop, they fall a lot faster.
Oh,
Which
you
gives
mean
me
the
less
speed
time
of
to move stuff.
Right, the time you have to
Also
combo.
less
Okay.
crush time. It basically speeds up everything, not just the rising. The
Alright.
rising is the obvious one. There, I just demonstrated the short crush time for you. Now I have to stop helping you or I will not be able to do anything. This is the reason why you don't want me doing this, because this is me actually having to play, because the game said so.
No, too slow. Nothing I can do there. Okay, I can connect that now.
See, it's hard for me to make even small links at the higher speed, because I'm not acclimated to it, and don't know that you really can at a certain point. You just have a certain peak reaction time. It's more of a, it becomes a better planning, I guess.
There we go.
I don't see that many moves ahead of time. But then the late swaps get really hard for me to do. Oh, but you can also see what I mean with the, you can't die when you're popping panels, because even like the stack stops rising when, oh crap, it did it instantly. That was fast. There you go, you get a point. Are you happy? Somehow I feel like you won't be. Like, I think 7 is where the extra color panels come in. Yeah, I have no idea how the rotation's going to go.
Person focus talking.
The what? You said something and I barely heard you because...
Just have a person focus talking, but so that's why I've been quiet.
Yeah, that's fine. I just, you speak so infrequently that I have no warning that you're going to speak, and then I can't even listen or respond. How dare you? To answer the question,
I'm also talking in a really weird, laggy, watching the stream thingy, so it messes up my brain.
Well, okay, so 6, 7 is not the dark blue triangles. I guess those show up at 8. We'll see how that goes next time. Don't want to misinform anyone. That's totally what I'm looking for.
You can make a 5 with the... Oh no, I made it.
You really probably shouldn't bother going for those, except for the fact that they will pause the stack rise a lot longer. Well, not a lot. In versus mode, it's really not a lot. But, an offensive measure, you really get barely anything out of it.
Oops. Ah, made it. Alright. Let's see. How did it? Okay, combo.
Well, the chain reactions will really be what gets you garbage sent. Get barely anything out of combos. Okay, thank you for this contribution. Nope, I missed. I'm making a good show of it. Totally ready. I have sort of sabotaged myself in the long run because I usually just like a leisurely play at level 1. Which is bad for basically all the skills necessary to play this game at a higher level. But it's just a good, relaxed game.
I don't think I could go higher than this, honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to either. You need to play the game first. Then
Listen,
you can kill the game.
I did recently get the Pokemon Puzzle League on the Game Boy from the 3DS Virtual Console because it was one of my Nintendo rewards. I could not even beat
was
easy
it a
mode.
Discount?
It was
it
a My
like
Nintendo discount.
Okay, I think I did that at one point. It's a good version. It's much better than the first Game Boy version. Because that one is very lurchy.
It's it was the Game Boy Color version
Yes, the technology was advanced enough.
for colors.
Well, just in general, to handle the game. The original Game Boy could not handle the game very well. Like, there were no physics, things just fall.
Like I said, I
Yeah,
couldn't.
you work with that for a while.
Let's find out how long while is.
Well, don't worry, I'll kill you before then. That gives you just enough to worry about. Now, when you let the garbage fall into clear other panels, you really want to try to make it like your highest possible match so that it'll automatically clear the next line. You see what I'm saying? It makes like a chain reaction, very literally.
I was trying to. What I'm trying to do right now is like set up stacks of 2 right next to the garbage.
That's always good, although it could sometimes create the trap of make you clear it involuntarily when you're moving stuff around.
Oh, that happens
You
a
want to
lot,
have
yes.
a fine line, because if you have too many similar panels, you will clear them by accident. You want to have stuff that's like nearby. You want to have it like just askew, but in a similar area, so it takes like one switch. And hopefully not the same switch it takes to activate another clear. So, I just want to warn you that what you're doing is on the right track, but you will have a lot of heartache in the process. As I twist the knife and drive it deeper. That is what I say to you. Have some more. It's okay. I don't think you really plan that. It's good recognition. Oops. Careful there. I'm gonna blame you for sending me such tiny garbage. I don't get as much breathing room. Because you know, when I sent you that huge one, you got like forever to just think about where to match up. But when I get a 2x chain, I'm gonna look at 8 and see if that's the one with the dark blue triangles.
I'm not quite at that stage where I can think ahead that far.
Well, that's why you use all that time I gave you.
Well, even then,
Use
like,
Siren.
when it's like Tetris and stuff, I'm not looking at the bar that shows you the upcoming blocks. I'm just looking at the
Not
block that's
that, I
falling
mean-
down.
When you're clearing it and it's doing those really thick garbage blocks, only the bottom layer turns into panels. Everything else still has to turn back into thicker garbage. You have all that time until it gets to the entire garbage block, and then everything falls. I want you to watch that, because that gives you an idea of how much extra time you have. I'm not giving you very good stuff to demonstrate it yet. Sorry. My bad.
I will never forgive you.
Wait, I still don't have the dark blue ones. They must have changed that between the Yoshi and the original. Because this is level 8, and there's still no dark blue. Can't believe it was only 9 and 10.
Close.
And I'm not playing on level 9, just to teach you a lesson. It's not how that works.
I wonder if I'd be learning more if I was watching you instead of watching me.
Well, you'll have a chance when you switch out for other victims.
I don't know,
that
I
goes
think
for
they're
all the
gonna run
games.
away.
No, I don't think so. I think one of them might try to run away, but we'll just drag him back, kicking and screaming.
I mean, that could apply to either of them, let's be fair.
That's why they have to guess. Everyone guess who screams the loudest.
It's become quite a sadistic session.
It's the Puzzlepocalypse. You expect this to be friendly?
Fair point.
Ouch! I was one move away. But yeah, when you're ready to watch instead of play, you can just make somebody else take your place.
Well, I thought we were also going to be playing the Japanese Puyo.
Well, it's many games. This is the Apocalypse. It's not a fast-moving apocalypse. I can barely chain at this speed. This is like training at 10 times Earth's normal gravity. My eye isn't fast enough to see the difference on the number of rows from a distance. You can at least work with that to see what I was talking about. This one will clear slowly, one line at a time. But it will still convert the other rows. See how it's still popping? You have all the time for all the garbage to make your match. You only need to focus on the bottommost layer because that's the one that's going to turn into panels. And the ones that you'll be able to use in your next clear to try to chain it. Does that make sense? If you say no, I will hurt you.
You're saying I only get to see the bottom row of the panels appear, which gives me time to...
Those are the
come
only
up with-
panels that will appear.
Yeah.
So those are the only ones that will help you. I can't help you when it goes this fast. You'll win, but you won't learn. So I'm gonna put it back down to... Well, I want to see if 9 is the one where the blue triangles appear. I can't believe that they just didn't show up until now. We might actually get to use your theme for the player.
Oh, because I
don't remember
won?
if it resolves that on TireNet.
Well, I haven't really been listening to the music, so I could hear the voice.
Well, that's your
chat.
mistake. It's true.
So-
You should listen on your own time then. So if you use Lip, you might get Lip's theme.
Who would you want
the
me
only
to
one
use?
you probably know. Use Flare. I'm using the
Like,
Lip type.
okay.
We'll see who we get. We're still using Tiana's theme. Never mind. Okay, so
I
9
have
is
no
when the
power
blue
here.
triangles show up. But if you win this one, then you will get to choose the theme. It's whoever has the most wins, I think. Although, in the Yoshi one, it might actually be whoever won last. Which made the point counter kind of meaningless.
If I do that, I got a 5 there, it reveals the blocks. I was too slow there. Made a combo by accident again. Keep doing that.
Oh, I won one. I have no extra observational time or skill to help you at this level.
It's
So I just
fine.
get quiet. I let you drown on your own.
The 5.
Oops, I moved the wrong panel. I struggle to get more than 3 times chains. You see, since all those are contiguous, they will all lose their first line before the garbage.
Okay, I can get
Which includes the entirety of one of those, because it was only one line.
for sure I had a combo there. Guess I was wrong. So show off that. Okay, I'll get some hearts from that. No, that's not the one I did. That was a missing. But
Oh, this is bad. Oh dang, I
okay,
screwed that
another
up.
one there. There we go. That's another one.
I'm going to die. No!
All
Like the
right.
Spider-Man 3 NPC.
I earned this.
Totally. But yeah, you're not so much learning the systems at this point, besides just waiting for me to get crushed by the speed and my lack of aptitude to deal with it. Because I don't play at this level very much. Because I am a whiny weenie baby. I can't see any matches because I've gone blind. That works very well.
Here we go. That's 4.
Yeah, 4s aren't worth very much. Oh, there was a... Great.
It was worth enough. I know.
Yeah, you beat me with a 4 combo. Congratulations. Going back down to 5. Now you get to pick the music. So...
You think? Well, I'll stick with Fleur since you apparently wanted to hear her.
It's fine. There's a lot. They're all good in their own ways. Yeah, see, now we're
This
on
does
player
look
stage
Fleur-like.
instead, because you have more points.
Okay. I'll relish this moment. Because I know it'll be
Claire
taken away
in the
from me
Yoshi
now.
version was Gargantua Blarg. Which is not a Blarg at all, if you remember Super Mario World. Those are Blargs.
Yeah, in Super
The big face with
Mario
the
World 2,
eyebrows.
it's the monster that's... Yeah, it's the one with the arrows. It's the one that's on like the cover art for the game, isn't it?
Yes, except that's a blue one. He's not even a lava monster. So it's very weird that they decided to localize that name as Blarg. Because it's not even... It has a completely different name in Japan. I think it's more related to the, like, flower pot ghost guy. Sorry, I was focusing and not focusing on you. We were talking about Blargs. It's much more fascinating than helping you.
Oh. I mean, you can talk more about blogs. I know more about that than I do
But is
about.
it helping you win? Oh
It's
wow, that
not
was a
about
bigger
the-
chain than I
it's-
meant.
It's not
So
about the
if-
winning, it's the journey along the way.
That's what you tell yourself. Anyway, there's a little time lag effect. If you cause panels to fall, like, out of sync with one another, like, if the garbage falls on a taller stack and clears 2 at a time, that counts as 2 separate links in the chain. But if they hit synchronously, that's only 1 chain with a higher combo.
Oh no.
It comes in handy with garbage.
Okay, there's that.
It's a bit harder to do with regular panels, but there's a lot of weird little tricks that I'm not going to get into because you're not ready for them. Like late switches.
Okay, so that's a 2 I've set up there.
Things you
Yes,
might
there we
notice
go.
me doing, which is totally unfair, and I should be punished for my complete lack of equity. Oops, I ruined my own chain.
That's another one. Oh, that's not right. Need to do it. Link to the top. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Gotta satisfy Joe.
In which way?
Gotta impress
What helps
her.
me here? Oh, impressive. Okay, that's fine. You might actually do that by accident. But I'm gonna line up 5 shock panels, so enjoy whatever that is. Yeah, three shock blocks. The different colored garbage that you get from this. Oh, you didn't get to see it.
Blood!
The different colored garbage caused by shock panels does not clear along with the rest of the garbage. So it's kind of good for buffering out your attacks so that it's harder to clear them. Because at the end of the garbage, it's a lot harder to make your next move because you have less garbage clearing to give you less time.
By the way, can you not, like, move your stack up whilst the garbage is clearing?
I mean, in
Yeah, I
later
thought
games they
that.
made it so you could. So primarily you can't do that due to technical limits.
I don't know whether or not I'm
Yes,
still
I
the-
do want the panel to pawn in English. You need to learn.
I don't know whether I still have music control, so is there anyone you wanted me to be?
I'm the one controlling the music now. I think.
I don't know,
Could be
you
whoever
were
you
in
want.
control when we were tied before.
It could have been a player 1 privilege. Just pick a lip and see what happens.
Alright.
I mean, I was happy that... Yeah, see, it's a player 1 privilege for some reason.
Oh, I
would
see
break the
how
tie.
it is. I see how it is.
But, yes, this is my all-time favorite puzzle game. Because reasons. Even when it was Yoshi, even more when I learned there was a fairy version. That would be too girly, and they didn't want me playing video games. I guess. The industry is a weird beast. But if... I mean, Sega is trusting the world with the unadulterated Puyo these days for the first time in like almost 20 years. Maybe there's hope for fairies. It's kinda hoping... Well, no, that's too much. The lipstick item in Smash Brothers is a good, like, inclusion, but it doesn't teach anybody anything about anything. And obviously, puzzle game characters are not going to make it into a huge crossover fighting game thing. But you know,
Unless you're a
maybe an
doctor.
assist trophy would make people notice. Yeah, I don't. Dr. Mario has cheating. He knows somebody in the industry. That's nepotism.
He's got
Totally
his
not just
connections.
Mario giving himself another job.
Did
I have to
Did
try to
Lips-
keep up with the chat between matches now because I'm actually getting attention from people on both streaming services. That's unusual. I mean, it's not super unusual, but I'm getting tons of messages from one of my regular commenters, which is good. That's what we do around here.
Did Lipstick not? No, I was thinking, did Lipstick not have any information about Panel de Pon back in Melee with the trophy?
I feel like it did. It just didn't explain it in a very meaningful way.
Maybe.
Like, oh, well, it's like explaining Mr. Rossetti before we got Animal Crossing. Like, what the heck are you talking about?
I definitely remember Mr. Rossetti in Melee, and it was like it said future release on that.
Or, alright, maybe a better example would be comparing it
on
to
the trophy.
Doshin the Giant. That didn't make an impression on you, you just know there's a giant.
I am trying to remember what Doshin the Giant said.
He's a big yellow guy, and he's the guardian of an island.
Yeah, he was like a guardian, and
it's
like
it's The Sims
and
before he was The Sims.
And you can make him evil Doshin.
There was one of those, yes.
And he's not in Ultimate, not as a spirit. They have no room for Doshin.
Devil is still around.
You're
For a
talking
while,
about
I thought the Devil Assist trophy was missing entirely. But he's there. He just doesn't show up on all stages. Unless he's one of the ones that does. I feel like there must be a restriction there.
He probably doesn't appear on some stages, like Flat Zone. I imagine he doesn't show up
man,
there.
I have several YouTube commenters. That's cool. I have to pay attention now.
How many are they liking
Oh,
my
crap.
gameplay?
I only want. Yes, please like, comment, and subscribe if you want Maidens to feel better about himself.
I really need them.
He needs your strength.
I do. It's
More than
very
I
depressing.
do right now. Even as I'm dividing my attention between watching him and watching me so that I can avoid ignoring him and actually maybe offer some constructive advice. That's literally all I've ever done, and somehow I'd rather just learn how to play the game. Even though he hated playing the game, and I forced him to sometimes.
Well, how many sessions did he have?
I mean, you could talk about like maybe one or less a year. So I don't know how you build skill under that situation. There, have a big garbage block to work with for a while.
I don't want it.
Well, you got it. Turn that tower.
I don't want this present. Oh, that's
You're
cold.
supposed to live long enough to try to turn it down.
That's cold as
To
ice.
make it go down. You have been offered a prayer in tribute to the Great Fairies, which means it didn't go to you at all. So sorry.
Oh.
I don't control the chat and how much they do or don't love you. Good chat, very good.
Oh.
Send him all your negative energies.
We must still be playing Tetris Attack because I feel like Baby Mario right now.
Baby Mario's not even in that. Like, literally, there is no Baby Mario. There's
true.
a small yellow Yoshi.
Who should I be now? I don't want to be Fish Lady.
Flare. We already heard Flare's theme. I want to hear Sanitos's theme again.
I don't think anyone's been Phoenix yet.
I do like Phoenix
I think
and
after this
Dragon's theme.
one,
They get the same theme.
you need to destroy someone else. You've been at it
That's
for
true. I
half
need to
an hour.
give Maidens a chance to watch and
Cover.
learn instead of watch and die. I didn't mean to keep it going on like one opponent continuously. It's just like
It sort of worked out that way. Plus, Maidens has not had the chance for this.
Let's see.
Now, is this the first appearance of Furo, or
This is Lip. Frella's like her daughter,
no, Furo?
or descent.
Oh, talking about the Phoenix, I
What?
think he means. You know, Firo, the Pokemon Phoenix, this bird I'm using.
It does not look enough like a Pharaoh for you to play that joke with me.
It looks
What
exactly
about-
like Furo.
It has some elements in common, but it is not a Pharaoh.
Kind of look like, in the middle, it kind of looks like Firo.
Fine, I'll look it up. Panel de Pon. Came out in 95.
What about-
I think Pokemon was earlier, so...
What about Game Boy Moltres? Looks a bit like that.
Game Boy Moltres looked really weird, so you take that back.
Oh, Pokemon Green came out in 96, so this was the first appearance of Furo.
Alright, well, you keep on talking, and it'll be your turn next.
Yeah, I'm jumping in here. I'm talking now. Because no more Maidens. It's all me.
I was a little lost in being squished. Hopefully people who are watching are taking notes before I switch someone in.
Oh, I totally wasn't doing some technical mumble jumbo or anything and not paying attention.
That's not a thing you ever do. I would never think of it.
B has also said he's ready to tag in once I'm.
Okay,
Destroyed.
somebody can go.
So you know, you have volunteers, you have options.
Good.
If
Options
you
are
let
good.
Square go in first, he'll run away after he's beaten.
I don't
Well, I mean,
mind
he'll
losing.
have time before the next game.
No, I wanted to stay
I
on
don't-
that screen. I like the losing screen of the
Oh, I
bird.
forgot it was a 2.
Oh,
This is Furo with gemstones.
it's
Mhm.
Glam Hero.
He's been
Maybe it's a Gigantamax
bedazzled.
Furo. This looks like a Mega Evolution Furo more to me.
I do not like these grumpy blocks. No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I can do that.
Oh, another thing they did. The stages for Phoenix and Dragon are different, but in the Yoshi version, everybody in the rival section uses the same like background, except for Bowser. Bowser didn't take Sanatos's background. He took Dragon's background, which has a slight alteration to make Dragon's face look like Bowser's face, which is actually pretty cool. Okay, now the next victim can be ready.
Okay.
Ha ha ha.
I think Gigantamax is a weird thing. Probably won't stick around. Like everything else. I just don't like how, like, they're baked in with the dark, lighting and the clouds.
So
I
I
can't
take
even,
it
like,
we have
appreciate them in a
to-
Pokedex. Let's see.
Take
how
it we
do
have
I...
to. Yeah, I assume I have to leave.
Yes.
Hello.
So Square, did
I
you want to
forget how
die
this
now
works.
or later?
Yeah, if
It
I just
doesn't
leave
matter.
now.
It doesn't
See,
matter.
we're learning this too.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I'm
have to go
disconnected
in
from
first.
Maidens.
So
Alright,
Is
now
this
the
is
room
Super
open
Nintendo,
for a new
right?
join. This is Super
Yes.
Nintendo.
okay, I got both updated and ready to go, but I didn't know. Well, I guess I'll do
I
it.
mean,
Oh wait, I
I'm-
did.
I'm biased because I lack the genitalia that will be harmed by exposure to fairies. So I'm biased. I think fairies are fine.
I'm joining? Oh, you didn't put a password.
Oh,
Okay,
I didn't.
that's fine.
Why would I? You
Because?
cut in line.
That's fine.
No, I mean, if
There
Squid's
wasn't
going
really
in,
a
you
line.
should go in.
Oh, I have a lot of new things to get. All these games came. What's this giant?
Let's just play a few.
Let's
Alright.
do it.
If you
Just
can
do
join
it.
in when he's fully updated. Look
Yeah.
at the dragon theme.
Donkey Kong.
Now, I was slightly excited to see that they include a Panel Upon clone in Animal Crossing New Leaf. But you have to like get a little 3DS item. I was very roundabout. Oh, I'm sorry,
I don't like all
Killing
these
you.
sounds. They don't sound good
You,
to me.
you should take some time to yourself and clear that out.
Maybe I don't want
See
to.
how you do. Well, I'm
You
watching
got
you,
this.
so be
I mean,
aware
I'm
you're
at the
being
I'm at the
judged.
delay, but you know it's looking like it's anybody's game at this point.
Oh yeah, totally. Anybody's game.
Hit the dragon blocks. Dragon blocks.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it.
You're using flowers.
Yeah, you picked lip. Did you mean to do that, or did you just go with whatever?
Is that bad?
It's not. It's just... I don't know. You get
You-
all
you
these
expect
choices.
me to pick the giant naked lady or something?
No, you should pick Sanatos because he has a big hammer. Actually, he only has that hammer in the second game.
Oh, I'm already being crushed. Didn't even notice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're in crush time. You might have
Game
noticed
over.
that in between the two sets of garbage, you actually had a clear. That can be
Okay.
useful sometimes.
Oh, I could manipulate that, you're saying?
Yeah, you can move the pieces above the garbage line. As long as it's panels and not garbage. You get like
see, I
stuff
see.
stuck in the crevice between. Oops. Made an accidental extra. Oh, okay, well. Enjoy some of that.
Okay.
I will refrain from fighting you for a little bit so I can watch what you do. Wow, I really wish that was on purpose, but I know it wasn't.
It was on purpose.
Well,
Oops, that was by mistake though.
that is kind of the goal, though, to make it so that you get these staggered drops from your garbage. Just so you can send back significantly more than what I sent you. There's a slingshot effect in garbage attack mode.
One thing I've noticed is it's not really helpful to just clear blocks while you're in pop mode or whatever you want to call it. You just want
Right.
to set up blocks rather than pop them.
The chain reactions are the king. There's no, like, consecutive clear bonus or anything.
Now, what do you do with these exclamation marks?
They only match with themselves, and they appear as you make more clears.
Oh, that's
You
fun.
might be dead.
You put them at the end of a sentence.
Well, sure, it's exclamatory, alright.
Okay then.
So what's with
Alright,
like this
I will-
giant?
What?
Go ahead.
Giant
What's
what?
with this giant gaping hole in the SNES game list? Like what should be next to Super Mario All Stars?
Nothing.
It might
It's
just be the
just
way
they-
you have them set up. You can sort them.
It's because
Oh, can you?
had them. It's because you had them in release order, and Super Mario All Stars released on its own.
Okay.
Ah.
So
Custom
for
The
order.
Phoenix stage didn't even
For a
appear
new
at
row,
all.
it's an extra row of different releases.
Okay.
You know,
That's weird, but sure.
Panel Upon, even though it has the same battle theme. Phoenix and Dragon had to share.
I don't
There you
like
go.
these
Enjoy
sounds I'm
that.
hearing.
Like you can sort the games in different orders, like by release date, and it'll be a bit less gappy.
Yeah,
I
the
see.
problem is that they give you a lot of control over where they go, and you have not exercised that control. You can
I see.
do a lot.
I did it. So I can put the Donkey Kongs together.
Correct.
So like
Get outta
before
here.
we
Oh,
started, I
got
put
here.
all the relevant games. Oh, I'm sorry, I killed you. Look in your gap for the diamonds. Those could have helped you.
Oh, I see.
Do I have to join, like,
I
play the
see,
game, or can I just go play online when you have a spot open, and I'll just beat it in the game?
Yeah,
You,
to
only 2 people at once.
join,
Oh,
you
yeah.
just select play online on the main menu, and she'll be on the list of friends.
I see. She's already playing.
Oh, yeah.
Can't
Does
select.
it show that?
It does. I could search again, but it's the same. So I'm ready whenever.
The answer
Whatever.
remained the same.
Whenever Ho-Oh is done playing.
We agreed it was Firo, but we didn't actually agree.
It is
Mega
Firo.
Firo.
Oh, I get to
Mega
see what Firo looks like when it wins.
Caw.
Yeah, the biggest loss to the lack of activity from the series is that since Puzzle League was invented and took over the name, which is really annoying, I'll never get over that, by the way, they have 4-player multiplayer, and that's just really cool.
No. It's too much puzzle.
Well, it also is interesting in that
More Puzzle
4-player
League not-
garbage play. You can still send garbage after you've lost.
Did
I think.
Pokemon
I'm
Puzzle
almost
League not
positive
have
that's the case.
multiplayer?
Oh, it had the 3D mode.
Oh, right, that's what it was.
That was the thing they added.
I said Pokemon
Back
Puzzle
then.
League was Pokemon Puzzle League was also unique in that it didn't actually have a Japanese counterpart, right?
Yes, it's a lot like Dr. Mario 64, which
Hmm.
didn't have a Japanese release until the Puzzle Collection that included the sequel to Panel Upon.
Dr. Wario 64.
Sure.
So my main trouble here is I see what to do when I break up a bunch of garbage blocks, but I have no idea what to do when there aren't garbage blocks.
Well, that's a good stepping stone. There's a plateau of recognition there where you have to actually apply the same principles, but only to like the regular panels currently being cleared. And I'm not going to downplay that. That's a very big jump.
Okay.
For the longest time, I would only play versus, and what really helped me with that is to play the endless mode and just like keep raising my stack as far as it will go and just work it all the way down, because in one-player modes you get more stop time
Oh,
when you make a big clear at the top of your stack when you're in danger. And there's like only one line left and the panels are... Oh, that's creepy looking.
So it gives you a lot of time
It's quite a
to
face.
plan out how to play that way. I
That's
see.
bird pog.
Before we switch games, I'll show you what I mean, because it really is hard to understand the way I'm explaining it. Here's Ruby.
I tried a little bit of single player, so I saw.
Ruby.
Get- So, like, is it better to make combos down, to make breaks down below, so that you hopefully drop things
Yes,
from above?
because then there would be more things falling. If you make high combos, it's
Oh, I
really
was always
hard
just doing
to
it from the
follow
top.
them up.
I'm still learning what counts
Like-
as a combo or not.
You can slip things in between the falling blocks, but you cannot manipulate any of the blocks that are currently falling. There's one very, very specific, like, late swap. You have like a 1 frame window and it'll still count for some reason. But that's about it. When something is moved while it's falling, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Alright.
Like, let me see if I can find an example in my stack. Here, watch. Whoops, hold on, I screwed up. Don't watch me. Alright, watch what I do
Look at
here. I'm
me.
gonna clear these triangles. I move
Okay.
this diamond. That still counts as a chain.
Because it dropped afterwards.
But I move-
Okay.
Yeah, it dropped afterwards. But when I move that star, it was too slow and it didn't count. I didn't mean to have a too slow example, but that's how that was.
So I think probably the main thing to keep in mind is it has to move into place of its own accord. You know, it's in position of
primarily
its own
due to
accord.
gravity after you've adjusted the positions. You
Right.
can move something below and it'll still count while it's still falling. That's where most of the late swap chain techniques come from. I'll show you one of those. But I have to
Also, it's,
do some cleaning first.
when I was watching you, it seems like you play mostly vertically rather than horizontal, setting up horizontals.
Horizontals just depend on a lot of panels already being in the right place. The vertical ones are the ones you get to control because all your moves are horizontal.
Okay. Clear as mud.
Like, it's hard to... You're making me feel like I'm not good at explaining stuff, but I think you're just... Oh crap. Okay.
No, you're explaining very well.
I'm going to have to kill you now.
Please don't.
Well, I have to. You shouldn't have...
It's time.
But I don't know what I'm doing. It's not fair.
You shouldn't have given me all that. I mean, it's either I kill you or I run out of space. Then the lesson has to end.
Ah! Did the wrong direction.
I didn't actually kill you.
It's hard.
Yeah, I think Mewtwo's AI is like... They've only slightly surpassed it in the game since. So, he's pretty close to the perfect AI. So, you won't get a whole lot harder out of the Puzzle League sequel or the Game Boy Advance version.
I feel like I'm doing better than last time we played this, at least. I had fun, but I had no
Well,
clue
that's
what I was
kind of the
doing.
thing, is that you get better the more you play it.
How did I lose already?
Except for that.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you were in crush time.
Crunch.
But I thought I dropped to the level. Oh, well. Guess I thought wrong.
I don't know, but Elias can make, oops, big comeback. It is a very soothing, calm song.
Sure.
Even in the crunch time, it doesn't get a whole lot more, I guess, urgent. It's just got like a repeating loop of stuff. I do my best wordcraft when I'm distracted. I sure hope you appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you. Please continue.
I do continue. Oh, that was me. I ruined the calm and peaceful music. Ooh.
Her oh-ho-ho is a little bit distressing. It's very compressed.
Well, it's also the same as Cordaria's, just a slightly different
That's
pitch.
probably why it's...
The Super
That's probably
Nintendo
why.
couldn't handle it.
I mean, the A sounds good, but her
several of
oh-ho-ho sounds wrong.
I'm pretty sure that the Lakitu in Tetris Attack is actually Elias's pitch shifted. I could be wrong, but...
This looks good.
You can
And
do
that
it.
gray one will not clear I won't start the other ones clearing because it's a different color.
I see, I see.
It's actually not entirely because it's a different color, because when they made 4-player versus, it didn't like make different players garbage clear at different clears non-consecutively. It's just those panels that are special. The shock blocks will create just like a stopper against continuous clearing of garbage. But yeah, the danger of starting your chain reactions too high is that you will not be able to continue them because you'll run out of panels above it to create more reactions with.
Boo.
I mean, she looks the most manga-ish of all of them. The moon spirit. Sarah.
You mean less chibi or something?
Yes, that's probably it. It's just because she's the oldest one. I don't know.
Only old people get to be in manga?
Only old people don't look
It's
chibi.
just the proportions. They're fairy. The fairies are too fairyous. Yes, I make words. Enjoy them.
You have the best words.
I prefer not to. Here we go. I'll give you some stuff to worry about.
What a great
I feel
threat.
like you were getting lonely over there.
You're mean.
I don't want you to play a one-player game. That would be silly.
No, all I have is
That'd be
chalk.
the point of having you here. Not to destroy you. Alright, now you're actually dead. I'm sorry.
I don't think
That's
you
what
are.
you think.
Okay, well, you're gonna want to get those. Oh, drop the tallest one so you can get the
Yeah.
hearts. But now you can't do it anymore because you've run out of panels. You need to drop the far
Devon.
column, and then you could have created a clear.
Coulda,
You
shoulda.
got it. I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of me.
Good. Then we're both in agreement.
Yeah, frame rate.
Yeah, this
You're right. They really should have put this on
this game
the
was a
SNES
real
Pro.
struggle for
I can't do
Super
anything.
Famicom. Yeah, that's what happens if you clear too many things
Oh
You did
well.
too
without
well.
using them
How could
proactively.
you?
But when 80% of my screen are junk blocks, yeah.
It's
I mean,
junk.
That's why it's very important to keep a healthy supply of regular panels. Sometimes even raising your stack so you have more of them. But once you get garbage on top of you, you can't do anything about it. I don't think anybody's used Windy yet.
I like the fairies, they're fun.
Yes, you can tell by the tone of my voice when I'm sorry. I am the sorriest. I feel so sorry for everyone who I pity.
So how worth it is it just to set up simple stacks of 5?
Not very. Like, see, of the garbage you have, if you look at my cursor, this was a 4 combo. This was a 5 combo. This was a chain reaction. Chain reactions
So-
need full
This isn't
lines,
count.
and then they add an extra full line each time.
Oh, it's better than nothing then.
Well, it's mostly useful in, like, incidentally, it creates, like, these little pockets of regular panels. It keeps me from directly chaining all the garbage together. If I sent you one big monolithic block, you could rely on how long it takes each time it drops when you convert one layer at a time. But with all the irregular extra filler panels, it's less continuous clear time of the garbage blocks. I apologize in advance that I have not in all this time figured out how to teach people how to play this game. I am not a...
Dude, you're
I'm
doing
not
this
a
in
good
real time.
influence.
I can't even
Well, I mean, even
talk
then.
while I'm doing this. I
I've
wanna
tried to figure out a
complete
way. Like, it was a personal challenge of mine. Because I feel like people need to know how this game is. How do you play this weird game that nobody's ever heard of? And I just can't.
Seriously though, you're doing a fine job.
You don't.
The most successful I've ever been at that is just incidentally having people get better at it.
To
No
your
instruction
credit,
of
you
my own.
have. To your credit, you have at least one terrible student.
Cool. Thank you. Who's that? Okay.
I think you can guess.
I got my hand up. You can't see it, but I got my hand up.
Ah. Well, then my guess is always going to be wrong, because it wasn't one, it was many.
I did
Shut
say
up.
at least one.
I'm the best student.
You all shut up. I hate you forever.
I can't find anything to
That's
do.
Oops, I switched too many times.
I am trying to watch Joe's side of the screen, but it feels like a human trying to watch a fight in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, this is
It's
only
going
gonna take
so
5 minutes.
That's I can't see it.
Well,
Too
you
fast.
should at least see,
Too
like,
fast.
sometimes
Die.
I'm, like, moving things into place. You should be able to see the results of what I'm doing. Now, you should
I
watch what
think
he is
you're
doing right now,
actually
Really
good
because
did
at
something
crook.
here.
he did something good.
I totally
Very
did
good,
that on
thank you.
purpose. I'm the best.
Well, I'm gonna try to do the opposites and send it back to you.
Whoa.
Is that good or bad for me?
That's not good for you, because you'll get basically what you sent plus one line.
Well, then you shouldn't do it.
I did notice I did notice to crush the big block, you intentionally went for a 3 instead of a 4 for the hearts.
Yeah, the 4 just would eliminate too many panels. Okay, so I sent you something equal to what you sent me. I messed up the last line.
That's the golden
Sorry.
rule. Send over junk that is sent to you.
So, never mind.
very
I can't
happy.
really give you real-time advice when you're doing things I wouldn't do. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I made a big clear that time because
Dang it.
time was important.
Try and do a
If I
T-spin.
spent enough time to eliminate unnecessary clears, I would have run low on panels. Or low on time. I have lots of panels, so that's not an issue right now.
Yeah.
But now I have a time crunch. Because of crunch time.
Everyone loves crunch. You win awards
Yeah.
for it.
What? No.
Yeah.
This is not
but
even
I-
close to the
Wow.
It's not even close to my full
worst
power.
game for
Shut
friendship.
up.
This is a very tame game for ruining friendship. Mario Party
Imagine-
is pretty low on there. Mario Kart
I mean,
is really
Dokapon
said
low.
that.
Dokapon
Dokapon's
is
the-
very
the
ruining.
ultimate.
Whoever said that in whatever
there's Orange
chat
Juice 100%.
should watch our Dokapon game for sure.
if
Also,
I
yeah,
ever get back to
100%,
it.
100% orange juice. Let's, like you were saying, let's play that next.
No,
Totally.
no, let's not.
It's not
Sometime.
a puzzle. It's not a puzzle.
It's
It's
sort of.
yeah, that's not gonna
It's
happen today, but it's
Oh,
a
not
fun,
today.
annoying, deadly game.
But let's move it up on the list. I keep forgetting about it.
Let's keep
Dr.
doing that.
Hassan,
I
want you to
I
do-
still don't trust my computer to be able to play even a simple game like that on integrated
Nani?
graphics and also stream it.
Well, don't stream it then. Make someone else do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably going to happen, but then I won't get any of those precious, precious views.
Oh, that's how it is.
That is how it is.
That's all we are to you, huh?
Oh, crud. I messed
mean-
that up.
Oh, you're a large lady.
Yes, this is Cordelia.
She's their mommy.
Well,
She's a
Technically,
very,
yes. She's
yeah.
Lip's mom in, I want to say disguise, but maybe the evil that influenced the land made her go crazy.
Oh
They didn't discover it until after the game was over, and she put on a pretty dress.
Oh, okay.
So how
Yeah,
manga
it's all
is she?
fine. And she has a very She has a very happy face when she turns into good fairy
mommy.
queen Cordelia. So it's kind of weird. The plot line makes a lot less sense at the very end in this case.
So it makes more sense when Lip is going around randomly destroying creatures.
Well, mostly she's beating up her friends to make them make sense and stop fighting people.
It's just what Joe's
Mostly
doing.
her.
Yeah, but she kills
Yeah, this.
Vero and Dragon Man and...
Well, those are monsters. Mount
Oh,
Doom
so,
is full of monsters instead of
They
being
don't
full of
have
fairies. Yeah,
I
it's
see
one
how
of
it
those
is.
weird situations. Genocide is okay as long as it's monsters in a place called Mount Doom. You know, where the One Ring was forged and may be destroyed.
Ah,
Okay.
But for those watching, don't watch that. That was bad. Actually, it's kind of hard to.
what am I even doing?
I'm bad at real-time instruction.
Seriously though, you keep saying you're bad, but you're doing pretty darn well, and I've learned a few
Well,
things.
I'm not instructing you. I'm destroying you, and those are only related, not the same thing.
No, you're not. No one's perfect. That's what you're aiming for, but you're doing well.
No, I'm just saying that I'm only teaching you insofar as that you learn the game just by being bad at it and then getting better at it.
Okay.
That's how I learned.
Here we go.
But there has to be easier ways than that. It's a big part of it. I could tell you just go play Time Attack 100,000 times a day and then eventually you might get it.
Well, my instructions
That's
would
not
simply
really
be
helpful.
move blocks, pop them, don't die.
Okay. I don't think she's the reason why. It's not like you can see anything. It suggests something to people who might take that, but
She's totally naked if that's what we're talking about.
yeah, I don't think that's the reaction that most people would automatically have at a younger age group. Maybe I just think too much of children.
If we're
I
talking
think
about
the
why
wall
this
has
wasn't
corrupted
released,
us into thinking that this is a
at
big
least in the
reason.
US, it's totally not because of Naked Lady. That's a
It's
non-factor.
definitely
It's
because
just
of the
that this is
fairies.
So, yeah, and
Fairies
so
are-
different needs. This
Fairies
was
are
back
full of
when,
cooties, and they'll make you turn into a panel-to-pawn player.
well, yeah, I mean, remember, this was back in the 90s when all games had to be rad and cool. I mean, something cute will not sell, so why bother translating it?
It's the same reason why Kirby has his angry eyes. He's
Well,
just
they should
barely
just
simplistic enough.
just give Lip angry eyebrows.
Too cute.
And
Problem
that said,
solved.
they did release this
But
in the
she's still
US.
wearing
They
a
just had
dress, and we
to
know that just doesn't fly.
change it to Yoshi, which is still cute, which is kind of weird.
Well,
but
I
I
was
think
gonna say,
Yoshi's
the
a
real reason for
dinosaur, so that's
Yoshi is
cool.
because Yoshi is a known quantity. It's like the reason why Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. You want to be very
Yeah.
careful because you're in crush time.
Oh, I was too busy thinking about.
And you're not going to get your bonus unless you hit 90 at Metacritic.
I said crush time.
It's
Stop
no, I hear
crunch.
I choose to hear crunch.
Well, I said crunch once, and then I'm like, no, that's a bad idea.
Well, why didn't this game become more popular after fairies got popular with like Winx Club and stuff?
It's Sky Dancers.
Well, it's because they weren't making any panel dip-ons around then.
Bring it back.
I mean,
Did you?
Read the room. They're doing a
There
Netflix
was,
Winx Club.
the Game Boy Advance game.
Mm.
They actually made a Sky Dancers Game Boy Advance game too, which I just happened to learn of the other day, and it's terrible. So
I'm shocked. Absolutely,
would say-
irrevocably,
you
uncontrollably
don't even
shocked.
fly in it; you just kind of slowly walk around.
I would say
Well, they
panel
could call it
dip-on would
Skywalkers
probably-
because they would have gotten in legal trouble.
I would say panel dip-on will probably survive a bit better in today's environment.
Yeah, we're Japanese friendly now for the most part. It's just whether they think it will be a
it's
good enough
not so
game
much
to
Japanese
translate.
friendly, it's more female friendly because we have stuff
What
like
are you trying
Animal
to say? I
Crossing,
don't feel very
Indies.
friended.
But hey,
This conversation doesn't seem
females are
friendly.
the number one. It's the number one gaming person out there right now.
So they need
Yeah,
to make a
females are a
mobile game.
person.
Got it.
Or just put in Animal
But
Crossing.
they play stinking casual games, mobile games, which they count as games, which aren't games.
I mean, it depends. There are actually some decent mobile games.
Yeah, like
Probably the worst thing I ever come across when it comes to games is when I'm looking, I'm like, oh, this game looks okay. And I see that was released first on mobile or at all on mobile. Then I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to bother.
wow, what an elitist.
No, because it usually means the game's going to be weird in a way I don't want to bother with. Now, if it's a game that's supposed to be good otherwise, I'm just talking about random games, like if there's a PS Plus game or something cheap on PlayStation.
Oh yeah, if you
Drew
get
that
it for free,
instead of
you'll
going
do
on a
anything.
rant because I don't think it's very friendly with my agenda.
Alright.
Shut up and eat your garbage.
Let me just end
Garbage.
with mobile games are fine, but it's just that if I happen to learn it's a mobile game when I know nothing about the game, I usually don't want to bother.
I like to have blanket statements.
I'm not a Sith Lord.
Okay.
That sounds like
Say
something a
so.
Sith Lord would say.
Are you a part of the Bad Batch? Okay.
Oh man, I'm always like one moment behind.
I recognize your remark, but I chose not to. I chose not to
Okie dokie.
produce words hard.
Words are hard.
Words are the hardest.
You should both be on like level 10. I think he's ready.
He's ready for what? I'll go to level 7 and see what happens to him. Oh, you don't have to go higher. I'm over. I think that I don't need to help you as much as you just need to notice. Don't keep doing what gets you killed. Yeah, that's good.
I don't like
Helpful advice right
Thanatos,
there.
he's scary.
Then why'd you pick him?
Because it's scary, and I don't like him.
Because
Why did you
yeah.
pick him?
It will make me want to
Now I
win
have to
quicker.
listen to you making these remarks about him.
Wow, he's very large.
Yes, he's big. In the sequel, he's old.
Wait, did he make a little giggle sound?
Yes, he makes demonic laughter.
Alright, he's even scarier now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't get to listen to the giggles.
I've had the whole thing muted, so I can't.
You're a machine, Joe.
Tell that to our overlords. I mean, what? Nobody's talking about you. We didn't just let the
She's-
secret go.
Oh, she has fire hair.
And she's the fire fairy.
Is she a Tamaranian?
No, she's the fire fairy.
Okay. So she's Din.
Din was a goddess.
Uh-oh.
A primordial goddess.
I'm sure there's
Power.
one game where she's been a fairy. Or
I
a
mean,
random
she's also
person.
been
You get a
reincarnated
house.
as a dancer.
Yeah.
No.
Get a house for her and for one of her sisters, but not the third one.
I'm twitching like a
They didn't have time
cockroach.
for a third version.
Yeah, no story of sea time.
Is Thanatos daddy?
No, he's just the lord of the underworld.
He's daddy AF for sure.
Like, his name is literally the god of death.
Yeah, he still could be daddy.
He's not, as far as I know. That would be some interesting plot twists that do not belong in my simple fairy match 3 puzzle game.
Okay.
can't have that.
I mean, they could. They could make it a sweeping narrative, but I don't think that's the fundamental approach they need to follow right now. When they just need to get more gameplay outside Japan.
No.
Hint, hint.
This is all you
Hint,
get.
hint, hint, hint. But yes, I would read that fanfic.
No.
I mean, what?
Oh,
No, I didn't
crud.
say that.
Darn it.
But no,
Try
really,
moving
these
things
games
around
are
now.
like deliberately small on details. They're even written like children's books, like the actual manner in which they're written with all the hiragana.
Oh, alright.
It's literally a fairy tale.
Oh, it's that One Piece ripoff.
You leave Happy alone.
I mean, I will because it's over now.
Yeah,
Fairy
leave him
tale is
alone some
done?
more.
Yeah, it's done. Now the guy's doing like a space thing.
Okay.
Oh crap, I am not arranging my blocks goodly.
Oh
Me
no,
either.
you'll totally lose.
Yeah, well, weirder things have happened. Shut up.
So I'm just gonna throw this out here. You're like an hour and a half in on one game. How long is the Puzzlepocalypse?
It's an hour in on one game.
This is
It's
gonna be
like
the longest
4:30-ish, isn't it?
Because
Only.
this is the one I
Is-
feel the strongest about.
Okay.
Oh,
fine.
is it
Also because I'm
4:49 or
probably gonna be
4:19?
playing a lot of.
It's 4:49. Bro.
Oh, well then my turn's done.
Yeah, it's B's turn.
Whoa. Oh
After
no.
B's turn,
Let's
we'll
just do
switch.
one more though.
Not like
Just come on,
this.
win.
Okay.
Not like this.
I'm not going above 7 though, because that was pretty hard. for me to
This
keep
time
pace.
I'll win.
I'll start on 7.
Who's the best?
I mean,
I
at
haven't
higher
played this yet.
levels, you don't really learn anything. I mean, if I had a... Well... If I could play the GameCube Puzzle Collection, Piled Upon 4-player, multiplayer online, I would play that for hours. I would force everyone to learn along with me. That would be the whole stream. So, wink wink, hello.
I mean, like with Dr. Mario Online, which we touched once, then never touched again.
What? That was not the
I'm
same.
saying they did that with Dr. Mario, my favorite puzzle game.
First of
You
all,
should play
Dr.
the
Mario
mobile
sucks.
Whoa.
Dr.
just
Mario
gonna say
Online
that.
was... I don't know what you said
It's-
exactly,
it's
but
a-
Dr. Mario Online was
It's
bad.
a less cool Puyo Puyo.
Okay, well, what
It's
about
really
Dr.
rigid.
Luigi, though?
If they come out with
It's
anything like
still the same,
Dr.
but
Mario
with
64,
exacerbating its
I'd
own
wanna play
problems. The Dr. Mario 64 is marginally better because of the 4 players, but it still has the same problems in that it's a really
that you're not
rigid
as
game.
good as I am.
Yes, that is the real problem, of course. If we have enough time after all the other games, then yes, Dr. Mario, you can beat me at that.
Yay.
Sadly, we've already run out of time.
But yeah, I'm not a fan of the Dr. Mario Online thing they did. That was kind of... I didn't like it.
It was a step down from 64, which is
I'm sorry?
not helpful.
Which Dr. Mario Online?
Online prescription. Because it was one-on-one online. That's it.
What about the mobile game?
Dr. Mario World does not count as a Dr. Mario game because it's not really... It's just a mobile game
Yeah, I lose.
where
Hey,
you do
now.
like stages and stages of get 3 stars.
Yeah, and
Share
you
this
can
on
get
Facebook.
Goomba Tower Doctor and Dolphin Doctor.
The Virus Buster game from Brain Age is similarly... It's just like, alright, that's kind of cool, but it's not really Dr. Mario anymore. And I already don't think very
No,
highly
it's
of Dr.
Virus
Mario.
Buster.
That's what I have to
So you
say.
had touch controls.
I'm
You
using
moved the
touch
pills along.
controls.
And it moved really slowly, and it was just a color pattern recognition exercise. I know, I'm being elitist because it's literally all this game is. But it's not as gamely. Like, there are mathematical reasons that I cannot explain as to why this is a better game. As to why Puyo is a better game than Dr. Mario. So
Well, it's not
just
Dr.
trust
Mario's
me,
fault
I'm
that
a
Dr.
doctor.
Mario is so freaking old and was one of the first contenders to Tetris.
I
Dr.
mean, that
Mario's
doesn't help
old
his
school.
case.
That's all.
He's very old school. He's also very simple, and the number of game states and inputs from the user is a lot lower. It's mathematically provable as much simpler.
What's also true is that it seems like all the mobile games are sort of based off of the concept of panel to pawn, as
Oh,
opposed
they're
to other
based on
types of puzzle
Bejeweled,
games, which is
even
sort of-
simpler.
yeah.
Don't get me started on Bejeweled, or I will have to murder people. You're already in the process of being murdered.
I'm just leading you to think that.
Yes, well, I will continue to think that, and then make my dreams a reality. Ah, crap, I did that too soon.
Well, there
And it
goes
wouldn't have done
gravity.
anything good in the end anyway. See, what's really happening is you're poisoning the well. You're gonna put me in a frame of mind that the next person will get even less restraint shown.
I'm sorry.
Yeah!
Although,
Kill me dead. I'll be the
I'm
first.
going to kill you all with
casualty.
death.
Well, now I know now I know how to flip your kill switch. I'll just file that away.
Okay, well,
Well,
however you get out of the game, get out.
Get out of here.
No.
Oh, I had to let go.
I set the level.
Just let me fall.
Yeah, you just hold ZLZR and leave.
I set the
Don't
level
talk about Zed.
to a good starting level for you squared. So
No, not-
just go ahead and hop in.
I mean, I will when she lets me.
It's open now.
Searching for friends games. There we go. My save data won't be affected, thankfully. All those characters I unlocked.
Don't worry, I have a save data that will get rid of the scores but keep the extra characters.
Okay. Wait, now I'm offline?
Yeah,
What?
you're freezing the game on me.
What happened?
The game is
No, I'm playing-
somehow still waiting for you.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
The
I
Wi-Fi
guess
bar looks okay though.
I guess I'll quit.
I mean, what happened?
I joined and then it said, "Oh, now you're playing offline."
So
Now it
quit and
says
go
you're
play.
already, and now it says you're already playing, so I can't join you.
Yeah, you're
I'm
still
just
in
gonna
Joe's
kill the
room.
session.
Well,
So-
not in my. I hit ZL to quit online session. And it won't do anything.
Oh, you're still in the session.
I
Jeez,
don't
What have
know.
you done?
I haven't. This doesn't like it when we play together. I'm gonna just quit the app entirely and see what happens.
You're gonna make me do... Oh, nope, you're gone. Now you can try again.
Oh, okay. I was like, it was 2 bars when I joined in for that second, and then it was like, nope, now you're in offline mode.
You just wanted the scoreboard to be reset.
No, I just.
So now we know specifically how many times you lost.
I can't
If you
believe
put it
he
on
wiped
10.
away my 4 legitimate wins.
If you put it on 10, you start with more points squared. So go ahead and
Okay.
do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Oh, you're on 1 bar for me now. 2. Now 3.
Oh, you're on 4.
There we go.
Go to 1.
I did it. Okay.
So does
yourself
Super
down to
Nintendo? Does Super Nintendo Online automatically institute low latency play
Yeah, I
or
think it's
something?
already there.
Why do they have that as an
Latency
option
isn't a mode anymore.
in NES? Because
Oh yeah, I forgot you could do this. Because it came earlier.
Alright.
I'll do windy. Because it's
Did you
windy
push
outside.
Sharby.
Did you
Sherbert.
push a random button? Why were you jumping around so fast?
I was
Was
just
it
holding
just
two
diagonal?
directions at the same time.
Yeah. Alright. Why does Ice Lady look like she's in a state of distress?
Because it's
Well,
very
she's wearing
cold.
shorts, so don't worry about it.
No,
She's fine.
well, sure,
She's
but
slipping.
I wasn't talking about that. But she's falling and looks distressed.
No, she's not wearing shorts, I guess. No, I guess it's her descendant that wears shorts.
Her
I
descendant.
didn't look at the mini thing.
They have a sequel with new characters, and that's how they do it.
I talk about it quite frequently.
I know, but I didn't
That's
know they
why
would send it or
Lip and
whatever.
Frill.
Yeah.
Lip,
Duh.
it's the GameCube paneled upon from the Nintendo Puzzle Collection. Like, I've mentioned it several times today while you've been here.
Yes.
Where have you
No
been?
worries. I've been off and on.
I worry quite a bit because of little moments, lapses of whatever continuity.
Yeah.
Are you a time splitter?
No. Most of the time I'm just reaffirming something. So it's been reaffirmed. Firmly
I'm not
so.
feeling very affirmed right now.
Oh, now this is how I die.
Okay.
This is how my story
Right.
ends.
Use the stars. Well, you've dropped a star.
Yeah.
And now use the yeah, pull that out. There you go.
I did it. I did
So
it
your pattern
again.
recognition grows.
Yeah, if it's a pattern, just repeat after me.
That's so easy.
It is.
You got this, Square. Just move that heart out. There you go.
Just remember the
Yeah, key.
key. Clear the circles, the green ones, so that you'll make more room. Okay, fine.
Nope, I'm dead.
I don't see how you could clear the circles up there if that's what
They
you're
were all
talking
horizontal. They wouldn't have cleared the garbage, but they would have brought things closer together. That
about.
would
Was
be
that
clearer.
the top or bottom? Just look at the top. I didn't see any such thing.
It was the second
Yeah.
row.
You don't look where you look because you know where to look.
You know, this is the DBZ thing. Maiden is right. Just I can't
I
even
don't discount
cross.
that. There you go. Now you can play with that. I'll stop
Yay.
attacking you for a little bit.
Or I
These
can
very-
just not.
I
Nope.
got
these
it.
fairies,
Anyway.
Especially sisterly because they have the same idle poses and everything, or do they all do that little?
There's a lot
sway.
of similar posing. Why did you turn the Go back.
I can do it.
You need
Why
as
would
much
you?
time as you can get to look at things.
Just put it on
Okay.
button. There's no reason to put it up.
No, my pride. If I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna
What
go
pride?
out in the worst possible
Oh,
way possible.
I see what it is. You want to be able to blame the game instead of your skill.
No, I'm bad.
You're like, oh, I'm at level 2. That's why I lost.
But if I win at level 1, then did I even win at all?
Yes.
Oh, no, you
No.
didn't.
I won 4
Shoot.
times.
Yeah, see?
Against level 10.
Hold up. Oh, that's
Very
because
good.
she was
That
super
means it was
explaining the
10
game.
times more meaningful.
That's because she was super explaining it to you.
Yeah, for some
Yeah.
reason, these guys need less explaining than you did.
Nope,
That's
I'm
not fair.
just the best.
Okay.
Uh,
I played
That
this
is
before
probably what that
too,
says.
so.
Now, I did get all the way near the end in Pokemon Puzzle League. When they started doing the cylinder
Totally.
stuff, that's when I kind of quit. So,
Well, stage clear isn't really the same thing as what we're doing right now.
I guess not.
Not to take any wind out of your sails.
Yes, all the
It's
wind.
good practice, but better practice
That's
is just playing for score rather than playing for that arbitrary clear line.
I could row this boat with my upper body strength, yeah. I don't need no wind.
Yay.
Okay, I'm sorry, I
57
wasn't
whole
watching you.
seconds.
Well,
She
the
needs to
goal
watch,
isn't
make
for
sure
me
you
to
don't
win,
lose.
or just as it's not as much for them to beat me, it's for them to learn I'm trying to be a good example, but it's kind of hard when I'm destroying people.
I didn't notice the time
Not
of
because
death
I'm
on the screen.
better, but because they just have so small exposure. I'm trying
This
to
is
fix
a lot
that
better
exposure
than,
problem. There you go.
This game
Enjoy
works in
that.
that regard. A
No,
lot better than
Clear the
than a
stars.
fighting game.
I can't.
Sometimes it's not about clearing what's on top to make the
23
garbage go
whole
away.
seconds.
You know what I should start doing? I should start using the rewind feature. And then switch to player
No,
positions. And
just
then
let me make
show
my
you how you could have gotten out of
mistakes.
it.
You can't
No,
rewind online.
Yeah, you
don't.
can.
No.
No, you
No.
can't. Oh, I thought you could. Dang it.
What you could do is
How dare they
create a
destroy me.
restore point. You could create a restore point and then
No.
go back to that restore point.
That's too much.
Don't-
Get out of here.
Don't gold experience Requiem me. I don't need to live through my regrets over and over and over again.
This
It is
game
weird
does
that we
work a
can't
lot more
rewind
towards.
since it's just using my emulated state. Yeah, kids, this is emulation. Spread the word.
Not even once.
What? This is emulation? I can't play anymore. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I didn't want to clear those. No, it popped up and it ruined my plan.
That's the best. When you think you're being clever, trying to set something up, and you clear it prematurely.
Yep, it sure is.
But yeah, if I ever thought that there was a chance that there would be like people interested in watching or playing, I would maybe consider doing like a session of like actually playing with people who actually know the game. But the problem is that there's like huge unbridgeable skill gaps. Like I'm nowhere near good enough to play against like the people who really go out of their way to play this game. But I do enjoy playing it.
With that attitude,
Do you think it might be
Oh.
worth it to like show a single player stream of the game?
I mean, I did that the day this came out on SNES Online.
Yeah.
I played the hard and very hard versus computer modes.
Like, watch, and
You
subscribe.
could do it again.
Well, I think more constructive but less interesting would be is if I went to the endless mode at the end of the stream. And maybe you could like learn what you could do to improve between sessions. Because I know you totally play this game like on your own, of your own accord, not just
oh,
because
of
I'm making you.
course. Yeah, totally.
The main reason
Puzzle
I
games
haven't
like this are great when one person actually knows what they're doing and can just instantly end the match. It's a great way to learn.
We can see who's
See,
the most
you're
upset about
not
their
talking
lessons.
about the same thing that I'm talking about. Which makes me think you're not taking the training seriously.
No, I'm really not. I'm just kind of humoring you for this session, and I'll probably not touch this until the next time you want to bully everyone into playing
Which
again.
means
Gee.
you need more training.
This is a good game.
More
though.
training than anyone else.
Sure, but it's not something I really want to play. The amount of effort
I
I have
find
to
it
put
very
into
relaxing.
actually put up a
Do
fight
you-
is
What kind of puzzle games
If
do
you
you
play
like?
the non-versus modes,
None.
it's much more relaxing and playing. This is just the mode where we can play together,
mean,
like
if I'm being
friends
honest,
who want to
I'd be
claw each
fine.
other's throats out.
If I'm being as honest, I'd be fine with jumping in again.
Not on this game. Don't we have
Yeah,
another game
take
to
over,
play?
maidens. Finish it.
Yeah, just drop out right now, B. I'll take over. I'll turn this around for you.
And when is
Oh,
this
you've already lost.
Smash thing going
Maidens, how
on?
could you let him down like this? At 6 o'clock?
Oh, well
Eastern
then we don't
time?
really have time to go to another game.
What time is it now?
It's
it's 5
5:07.
o'clock.
It's it's past 5
interesting.
p.m.
Well,
so
we
if you
wouldn't
wanted
play
to
as
choose,
long. I'll do one more.
if you want to
so that
switch
B will
games,
stop
you should
complaining.
probably switch now.
I will
I'll
be a
switch to
villain.
Puyo.
I will be the
immediately.
Phoenix.
You can be the first one to go. I'll use
Sure.
Sanatos.
Sure. Why not?
I blame maidens.
Basically, yeah, Maidens is a time vampire. He is not
Because
defending
time
himself,
flies
so
when
I'm
they're
going to
having
say it's
fun with
true.
me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to give the microphone back now. Your stand-up routine needs work.
Well, I'm sitting down. That will explain it.
Ah, well, let's fix that too. That's a smile, not an upside-down frown.
Oh,
Sure is.
Well, B's gonna hate this. My pattern recognition is coming back to
I can't
life.
wait to hear da 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 for like the 80th time
Alright.
in a row.
Now, move the triangle, or the hearts together. Like, move one of them
Yeah.
down, and move the other one on top. And now keep on trying to line up the ones as they fall. So you have the triangles already right.
Move
You have to
the
move some of
purple.
this time,
The
though.
purple. No.
So move the stars out of the way.
Yeah, move that
And
one
that's a
star
good
to
chain,
the
but it doesn't
right.
prolong the clear. Oh crap, I wasn't watching what was going on my field. That's how you win this
Hey.
game, kids.
I made the comment section laugh. That's my first victory today.
You did what?
Okay.
Made everybody laugh.
You seem to be
Yeah.
a lot more popular on YouTube
Oh.
than Twitch, I think.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it's not surprising. I haven't been using Twitch very much.
That's where the
So-
Panel the Pawn fans go.
I mean, let's be fair. Most of my content that's worth anything is on YouTube. Twitch
So you
is
have a
just an
base,
interesting
yes.
side experiment. Hopefully, I don't know. I've been
Yeah.
pressuring people to watch on Twitch. The people I have at my immediate disposal because it gives me better metrics. So that eventually Twitch will treat me better. YouTube has treated me better ever since I proved that I'm not going away. So they have to do something about that.
They have to deal with you now.
Also, YouTube
Yeah,
is
they have no
better.
choice. Yes, YouTube is better. I don't blame anybody for using YouTube for this. That is just the right choice from a user perspective.
My favorite thing for the
Um,
user is that you could rewind. You cannot do that on Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch is just not as good a platform because, surprise, Google money is stronger than very late coming Amazon money.
Hey, Justin
Google
TV,
got their
he
money in
knew
there
he knew where it was
way
at.
early.
Was Justin? Did that turn into Twitch?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Justin TV became Twitch.
Justin.tv, I think.
Well, that's why it's still Twitch.tv.
I see.
Alright, so you can use the hearts.
Oh, I guess I can.
You just want to scan your top 3 rows for a quick clear. Like, so you can line them up. That's not even a panel to pawn strategy, that's just general match 3 strategy. Just localize it to your top so that you can see that'll already clear. You're gonna want to trim that thing on the right hand side.
Right.
Oh, okay,
but
there wasn't anything on top of it.
there's nothing I can do.
Just keep moving things down. When panels are falling or clear out, you distracted me to my death.
I sure did. Totally deserved.
Fairy puzzles. Oh, man, I apologize to the chat because I'm very distracted with moving shapes. I usually don't get this much chat activity. I'm very glad to have you, Mr. the Third. It's always
I
fun
am
to have
glad too.
engaged viewers. And you're hanging on somebody's words besides my own most of the time. Although some of
Sometimes.
the time. Some of the time. Let's be fair. I need
Some
all
of
the
the
attention because I'm like the Sam Neill Merlin movie miniseries. If you
So,
stop paying
this
attention
next,
to me, I disappear.
next game coming on.
Panel to Pawn is the one in the same app. So we'll go to that next. Or not Puyo, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
This is
scared me
Panel
there
Pawn.
for a moment.
No, even more Panel the Pawn. It never stops.
Yes, Unfortunately for you, this is your new lifetime.
Yeah,
This
do
is
we have the
actually
Yoshi
a
one on
personal
this?
hell created.
No,
The
they
Yoshi
don't have
one is
Tetris
not on
effects,
this.
no.
That's weird. That's very weird.
It's interesting. I
It's
think
cool,
they probably
though.
can't use it because it has the word Tetris in its title.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, before we switch, I will just show you. This is the mode you should be using. This is Endless. It's the first player game. It's the one that will give you the most, like, learning of fundamentals. The speed actually goes up to 99, so
Shows 99.
it ratchets up faster, or slower. There's only 6 actual one-player stages. So I'll use Elias.
I don't understand any of these words there.
So
What is one-player game? I don't.
the most important thing that I can say about one-player Paneled Upon is that when you get really high up there, one away from losing, you'll see a phenomenon called stop. And then every time you make a combo or a chain, it will stop the stack for a really long time. So watch. It says stop, and it'll stop for 10 full seconds just off of a 4.
It's very interesting. The speed
And
is
then I get
granular in this
chances. Yeah, there's a lot more time to do stuff. Also, I'm doing very badly, but you get the general idea.
I mean, you also don't have someone else sending stuff at you all the time.
Yeah, I
you
take it
shouldn't
there's no
rely on
garbage.
that.
one. And
There is
also,
no
you get a
garbage in
lot.
this mode.
I mean, it feels like it's designed with garbage in mind, otherwise you don't get enough stuff to do anything.
Well, there you go.
Well, that's
Stop.
how you feel when you're playing it now, but when you get better at it, you can just make your own chains, like what I've been doing. How do you think you got garbage to begin with? I had to
You
send
send
it to
stuff my way. Yeah, I can't make
you.
it
Where did
myself.
that come from?
You doing things.
This is the
but I
mode
can't
where
do
you
it.
learn how to do things of your own power.
No, I have no power.
And also, the
Well,
background is
that's
a lot
part of the
cuter and
problem.
cooler.
Yeah,
I
they
like
have more
the
detailed
kappa.
backgrounds too. So
Oh,
if you
I
go all the way up
disappeared.
and you put stop
Oh, he's
time, you
back.
can actually look at your stack and shop for a good starting place. So like right here.
Yeah, what you're doing right here is what I don't know how to do, so it's interesting to
Yeah, I'm
watch.
doing late switches, unfortunately. That doesn't really teach you as well. If I can do some good chains that don't use skills that you don't have, that might actually be more productive. So let's see if I can find a good place for that. No, that's not going to do it. Here,
You
I'll
did
do this.
something.
Dang it. Well, it's fine. It'll have the same effect. I should have moved that. See how this is going to fall into place. I'm really out of practice because I don't play this game enough.
That has the same energy
Oh,
as
I'm not too
continually
far.
getting combo strings in a fighting game and going, oh, I suck, I'm out of practice. Sorry, guys.
I was trying not to say anything.
It's like the,
Yeah, well,
the artist that
trust
just
me.
does an immaculate drawing in 2 seconds goes, oh, sorry, I suck. It's like, no.
Well, I'm also Rapunzel and my hair is too short.
Oh,
You have
that
these will
explains a
just
lot.
drop into place. Yeah, my reaction time wasn't fast enough to...
I just literally, I don't know where to look, and there's too many things happening at once. My brain, like, fries.
Well,
I
that
haven't
is
really-
something that we have in common because I'm making it a skill game. It's more of a visualization game at its core, and I'm not visualizing fast enough, so my fingers can't keep up with the things that I eventually see. But yeah, if you want to get better at the game, like legitimately, without needing garbage, this is the mode I recommend.
Okay.
Because you could just keep on getting as many of these full, the screen full, and then just play around with it and see what you can get.
Okay,
that's not what
seems
I
like a
meant.
good place to fool around and see if something clicks.
That's my recommendation, though. Obviously, I don't expect anyone to actually do that.
Nope.
But if we do enough of these streams, maybe you will.
Maybe.
Anyway,
I want to try
go
to.
to the game
So,
selection. We're gonna play Puyo Puyo.
well, could you show us
Yeah, act against
Oh,
what
wow.
menu this is exactly?
That was
Is this just the
interesting.
first two selections? One player mode, then.
I
Endless.
put them there.
Do you think it
Yeah,
would be
endless
helpful?
is what?
No, do you think it would be helpful if we had one of us play Endless whilst you watched?
What?
Maybe in a future stream if I was doing a very intense like training. But right now this is about the Puzzlepocalypse.
Each of us literally have 10 minutes here, so.
That's
just,
cool. They're not
you
that
got 10
long,
minutes to
especially
die.
since we're not very good. So 2-player. Oh, we can actually choose the. I'm confused.
You should choose Chemical Plant Zone.
I recommend going to the top because
Why are we a curry
the game gets
platter?
really fast.
Because this is actually just simulating. Oh, this is very fast.
Oh,
This
is
is
this
just
how you-
Yeah.
simulating what curry does to you on the inside of your body.
I see. I've never paid attention like this after eating curry, and I've been fine. But
Well,
maybe I
that
should.
means you just need to pay more attention. Oops.
Whoops.
I'm
my
very
end.
not good at panel or Puyo.
Don't say that.
because- Well, that's true. I just have more experience than you do. Which is again not helping you.
It's effectively the same thing.
Yeah, well, you say that and I'm going to be destroyed because
No.
I really can't explain what I'm doing.
So,
At
what is
play.
that hideous creature's name?
What, the thing
That's
at the bottom?
Carbuncle.
Yeah.
I remember it had a stupid name.
Fatty
It's
Arbuckle.
It's a mythical beast. It's not like it was invented by this game.
So we don't get cool
Okay, there you go. I think you're dead.
characters to play as or anything?
Oh,
No
you're not that
Dr.
dead. You're
Robotnik?
only a little dead.
No scratch, no grounder? No nothing?
I'm sorry, what game did you think this was?
No, but seriously, we don't get characters?
Characters were invented in later games. It's
Bro.
like different drop sets. It's like mechanics that you can only dream of. Ice Storm.
I feel like you don't get anywhere near enough time to actually bail yourself out.
Yeah, the later
What the
Puyo
hell
Puyo
is
games
that?
are a lot- Oh, you're
What
a little skeleton guy.
that?
I'm scared.
That was your character.
I didn't even get to choose a character. I'm just a
Yeah, I
demon.
think it was part of the stage.
Yeah, maybe your character depends on the level you're on.
Maybe that would probably make sense, because this seems like a hellish place.
But player one will always be,
Our
what's it, Al? Arl
Arl.
or Arlie?
Arlie.
well, that was only in the
Arl.
Fever game. They had a really interesting approach to it. Oops, I just ruined my staircase. Okay,
Good.
start again.
Stop it.
I do some really inexplicable things when I'm getting too wrapped up in my combo that doesn't exist. If I do that, I'm
That was
gonna screw
bad.
it all
Why'd I
up
do
again.
that? Why'd I do that?
That's the best I'm gonna get right now.
Stop it.
Okay, yeah, I think I killed you. A five chain will actually kill anyone, basically. I got an all clear. Oh yeah, that was a different enemy. Maybe it's just a random. That was the way it was in Kirby's Avalanche.
Oh, I
Alright,
see. This
you get
does.
to play one more time and then we'll switch.
What?
We'll switch again,
Yay.
and then we'll be out of time. Because
Oh,
I
so we're
want to
not
play the
getting 10
Smash Brothers
minutes?
tournament. I don't know how long it's been. You think I can tell time?
I'm sure Square doesn't care.
Nope. I sure don't.
Well, see, there you go. Now we're getting somewhere. Where are we getting? Yeah, it's a 4 times chain. I gotta shoot though. Okay, so we'll switch players.
Yay.
I'm gonna win.
Oh, I didn't. That's right, I don't have
Why
control.
did you choose that for somebody?
I don't know.
That's a big foot.
Go back and let me go back, or can I not go back?
There's some way to get out. Everyone else figured it out.
There we go. ZL, ZR.
Oh yeah, I should have told you the buttons you need.
I am offline.
And I'm gonna win.
You're gonna win.
Yeah. No. Only
But
if
yeah,
it's Dr.
I like
Mario.
puzzle games. I would definitely do more puzzle game streams, but that depends on if people like me doing that and stuff. Because
I like.
I had to basically emotionally blackmail my 3 opponents to be here.
Hey, you streamed this game to me, and I was
different extents. Obviously.
upon me, and I was like, best game ever, and I had to play it.
Some of them are much more brainwashed than others already. Yep, that's what I'm gonna go with.
Sure thing.
Of course you'd say that. You're programmed to agree with me.
No. Is saying no agreeing with you in that case? Yeah, so no.
But yeah, I don't have nearly as much reflex and memory and pattern recognition built up with this. I just go completely dead-eyed at some point because I'm like, what is happening?
Blobby, blobby, blobby.
That's my excuse. But unlike Dr. Mario, there's like some action going on here because things are falling and clearing other things. You have that in Dr. Mario, but it happens to a much slower and lesser degree.
Oh, this game's really speeding up now.
Yeah, I don't actually mean that speed, but sure, that works too.
I think it's harder to combo in Dr. Mario.
It definitely is.
I don't know if you even...
The pills don't gravity separately. So this is actually an evolution of the groundwork that Dr. Mario laid. I will respect that much. But nothing else.
See, Dr. Mario's the grandpappy of all modern puzzle games.
Not quite. It was an early attempt that made some interesting groundwork.
I'm not very good at T-spinning here.
If we were working on me getting better at these games, which we're not right now, I could probably play like the ranked online of other games and get destroyed by people. I don't know if that would be interesting to watch. Yes, gravity is a verb because talking is difficult for me when I engage brain think for color making.
What are you doing?
Yeah, see, it's different, curry. In the English localizations, they use the pepper metaphor instead of curry because it's more relatable, obviously. Outside of Japanland.
Well, that didn't go as planned, but whatever.
Yeah, the other thing that makes this game really fluster me is that I don't have any sense of what to do when I get all these garbage nuisance Puyos all over the place.
It feels like we're starting at a middling speed already, rather than a slow speed.
Yeah, it's pretty fast in the earliest.
No mercy.
Actually, the single-player games start a little slower than this. That's why I never played a lot of multiplayer, Mean Bean or Kirby. Because it just was too fast for me or anyone who would play with me. Oops, no, that's not helpful. That's why more modern games also start a bit slower. They rely on stuff like the margin time to kill people instead of like starting it faster. So, they've definitely iterated upon this to find a more palatable starting points. See, I've buried my trigger so far that I just have to make my chain in reverse.
Well, looks like you got something good there.
Yeah, you might be dead now.
Yep.
Because of that one very specific place where the bubbles enter, or the Puyos
No
enter.
recourse. The panel de pawn always gives you a chance for fixing it.
Yeah, I like the general, like, extra agency the game gives you in panel de pawn.
Puyo
I
is
don't
probably
know
the
if that's like something that's generally a good thing at the highest end of play, but it makes it a lot more inviting.
Puyo is probably
I'm
the one I've
always
played
for.
the least. Like, I've hardly touched it. So,
Well, it was a weird game that only recently escaped Japan in its original form. Like,
Well, I mean, I
once
played a
15
little bit
years
of Mean
ago,
Bean.
and then once again very recently, as in like 3 years ago.
but Mean Bean's
So,
kind of
Sega has been trying very hard to
grungy.
keep this from getting wider exposure for some reason. Which, I don't know how I slid that all the way over there, because that's not what I wanted. But I think it'll make me a better combo in the long run. There we go. Whoops, that's only a 3. That's the thing I mess up a lot, is that I make it so that things trigger at the same time instead of individually. Which is not the idea here. You won't get an extra chain if they all clear at the same time. Oops, that was a close one. But yes, this game is very slow to help you learn its mysteries.
Yeah, I see they're very
I
punishing with.
completely messed this up.
Isn't it great?
It's fine.
They're very punishing when it's to trying to come back. I'm looking at this, and even if you do well, you don't clear too many blocks at once usually.
Yeah, this is actually one reason why I find Fever to be more instructional than Sue. Because Puyo 2 is like, you throw attacks at each other and they'll cancel each other out. But you are going to receive that attack and probably die. In Fever, there's an offset. Every time you make a clear before an impending attack arrives, you get another drop before you're attacked. And you can slowly offset all of the attack eventually. But only as long as you can keep making clears. Unfortunately, the only way to play that in modern times is if you buy Puyo Champions, which has it as a side mode. I might actually make a stream of that just to give you an idea of what that looks like.
Don't you mean Puyo Esports?
Oh, I mean Champions.
John,
Oh, you got it all clear. That was nice.
You triggered your thing just as mine triggered.
All
fine.
that
I
work
was-
for nothing.
You say work,
I don't know.
but I don't know what I'm doing.
You have to. Oh, the other thing is, of course, from Fever onward, definitely a lot slower to start, so that you get more thinking time. Just to try to figure out what the heck you're trying to do with these weird shapes that you're making in those blobs.
All I know is Puyo Tetris 1 was the only time I've really played Puyo, and I always didn't like that compared to the Tetris version.
Well, you kind of need to acclimate yourself to it. I'm sure you didn't really want to play it. So.
I mean, it
I'm
just
shaming the victim.
Tetris makes more sense. Make
That's only-
block
I guess.
instead of color coordinate, chain attack, staircase, weirdo stuff.
Are you saying that you're unfashionable?
I mean, yes, but that's besides the point.
I think so, but it's all connected.
That's kind of like how Puyo is. It's all connected.
you're
Get out
playing
of here.
well.
This is not your jokey joke. Alright, now I can try again because I messed up my everything to the point that I get to have a clean building space.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why I'm not dead yet.
I'm trying really hard to build chains, and it should be very painful to everyone watching that I cannot do that very well.
Well, see, Joe already ate me, so she's just kind of playing with the rest of her food. She's not really hungry anymore.
Look, there's one thing I'm sort of good at, especially in Dr. Mario, it's saving myself after the screen is completely full and stupid looking. So
Yeah,
I'll
unfortunately,
just try
that's not
tapping into
really
that.
an element in a more competitive-minded puzzle game.
Oh, of course not,
Because-
but it's still something I could do.
Yeah. Oh crap. That's bad. Don't do this. I have to dig myself out and maybe get back to my trigger.
But it does not help that this
Which I
game
won't.
is fast. It makes
Dang it.
digging pretty hard.
You got it. I say on the delay.
Yeah, I'm very bad at trying to figure out how to dig myself out of trouble in general, even at slower speeds.
Okay.
Dig up, stupid.
Let's see, like that, like this.
Just like
This,
that.
like that,
No.
like this, like that.
Yes, there's then I'd go over here and then I go, oh no.
We're in margin time, so the attacks are getting a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Hey look, it's Draco Centaurus. She's neither of those things. She's barely a dragon person.
This probably, this should
Alright.
be our last one.
Yeah, it should be Maiden's turn. Are you trying to deprive him of his chance to be killed? Because he'd really love it if
Sure.
you did that.
I'm gonna use a stupid strategy that will not work.
Oh. Yeah, I learned pretty quickly playing the Kirby version of this game that trying to mimic the AI is pretty fruitless. Not that I'm saying that's what you're doing. I'm just saying that it gets bad.
Oh, crud, thank you.
The number of things they're programmed to do is very limited. So I had to save the ones that will actually kill you until the end of the game. When the speeds are so high, there's nothing you can do.
Look at you, stop it. I saved myself and then stuff comes. I need to be more offensive than defensive.
No one can save
That's
you.
essentially the way this game works. It's unfortunate for people who aren't geared that way. Which is kind of a hard skill to pick up in puzzle games to begin with.
Yeah, my screen's empty now. I'm so happy. Aw.
It's really not. Oh, you mean empty of nuisance, Puyo.
Your heart is
That
empty.
doesn't count.
I mean, that is my one strength in these kind of games, but it doesn't really work well for competition, like you're saying.
Oh crap, I just sealed my own combo away. How am I supposed to kill you now? I might
Haha.
actually be killed. Because I've messed up
could-
my stack too much.
Only build a random combo of some sort.
And I screwed up my own combo because that was the only red I had. Alright, fine. There's a combo.
I got a combo too. I'm so good. What are you doing?
Ending this.
What's happening?
Finishing the fight.
I don't like these sounds.
Oh, you're just worried about the sounds. Maybe you should be watching instead of listening. I was just canceling out your attacks.
Oh, that's fine then.
Yeah. This is the kind of game where you're actually expected to watch the other player.
Well, that's asking way too much.
Oh,
Quiet you
crud.
in the peanut gallery. But yeah,
What
so
the
it's picking up
fuck?
speed. and
I couldn't do anything.
What's the
yeah.
effect called, Margin? Oh, that's
That-
Hulu.
That's the game.
All right, your turn to die, maidens.
And
It's
then
interesting to
we'll,
watch, people last more than like 10 seconds against you. That's pretty cool.
That's helpful.
Alright.
That's just my Dr. Mario survival power kicking in.
Oh, ho,
You guys are
ho.
not
No
letting me
combos,
read the
though.
chat like I should.
Just say you love them
That's
all,
bad
and you
host.
are happy they're here.
Well, you can have a moment here.
I can,
If
but I accidentally pressed A when you joined. Oh man,
Well-
look at your connection.
No, I don't have to select the level yet. You want to have a quick read?
True.
Doo-doon, doo-doon,
Just
Go
doo-doon,
along the
doo-doon.
trying to
inevitable.
not die.
Let me
Applause.
know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm up to speed even though I have nothing fruitful to say. I am
Alright,
bad at the talk speak.
here we go.
Yeah, I do agree that the speed is a bit high for what they expect you to do without any, like, preparation if you're not any good at these games. That's part of what discouraged me from playing Puyo for the longest time, actually. Like, I'm like, I can't play this game, it's too fast. I don't get to actually play it.
Oops.
Before I figured
Let's
out that
try
I have
that.
lost. Okay, how dare you?
Oh, that
I was
looks
trying
blocky.
to talk and help you not die.
Blop,
Now I
blop,
will
blop,
destroy
blop,
you
blop,
without
blop.
mercy or reservation.
Oh.
Yeah, you should have thought about that. Oh crap. Well, this is gonna get messy. Okay, less messy than I thought.
That's not what I wanted to do. Why would it do that?
We need some red. And I almost proceeded to drop the exact... You stinker.
Ding, ding.
Maidens, if you win one of these and we don't, I'll be upset.
I won't.
Don't worry. Upset is as upset does.
Unless...
be-
Have you actually played this game, Maidens?
I played the Puyo versus Tetris with Joe.
Yes, you
That's
played
true,
as
he
well.
has played this game before.
So he's perfect. He's
That
the
counts.
best
Well,
player.
I lost every time though.
Doesn't matter. My headcanon is you're the best player, so if you win, it doesn't matter.
That's quite a cannon there.
Except that Joe's actually always the best,
Ah.
but you're the best at the worst, is what I'm saying.
I think you're about to be upset.
Aww. That
I
can't
actually
be real.
got to unbury my chain. Or what was
I had
left of
so many clear blobbies though, that surely must have popped. No, it's definitely more than 4.
No mercy.
What is mercy?
Full clear!
Yay! Do you feel good?
Oh, I thought that did something. Did it not do anything?
It didn't do anything, it just gives you points in the early games.
Well, that's... Aww.
Now do you feel good?
I thought that was being clever.
I mean, it's useful in the single player mode where that means something.
Creak, rock, creak.
Sorry, I'm shuffling in my
Ice
chair.
storm. Wait, I didn't send anything to you, and it
You
just
need some
ate my attack.
WD-40.
It's me,
Oh,
to
it's
you.
because your attack was even bigger than that. And
Are
that's
you
just
sure it
what's left
wasn't
over.
because... Are you sure it wasn't because I cleared the thing? Because the thing that said that I cleared the thing disappeared after I did my combo. And I only did like a free combo.
It might be related. Who
I don't
knows?
remember.
I don't.
No one will know.
People knowers. No peoples.
You stop that, that's
Oh
mean.
crap.
And I don't know anything, so...
No, that's not what I wanted. What? I wanted combos with lots of Puyo.
Want
Joe
to
might
die.
possibly lose here if you just beat her.
Yay,
Yes,
I lost a
thank
round.
you. Thank you.
I'm the best.
Oh, you did it.
Yay!
All that for a drop of blood.
You're
I
not
wrong.
hope your people remember you.
It's
I'm
time
so
for
proud.
the snap. So your title is gonna be misleading because there's gonna be no woods.
I know. Well, yeah, that's true. Good thing I didn't put
That's-
any references to Yoshi in there.
A cookie. Cookie.
There is no Yoshi's cookie. That
No
was never
cookies.
an option.
Why cookies?
I'm not just saying that. Yoshi is not a Yoshi's cookie.
Shouldn't it be called Yoshi's Biscuits?
Again, it was not going to be an option because it's not the game that's available.
I know. I'm just thinking it's a funny name. Yoshi's Safari. It's a totally different game. I'm just saying random things just to fluster you and screw you up. Clearly,
Yeah, apparently it's working.
that's the true. That's my secret.
Oh, thank you.
See, I'm not
You got
ready
it,
for
Joe.
this.
You got this.
I believe in
My
you.
little ghost man.
Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
Do. Hearing some floppies. Do.
Did
Does
it?
this count as a team play match?
Yeah,
County
sure.
has one.
Gonna flop some more.
Oops, that's not gonna help me chain. I'm gonna have to build my staircase the opposite direction now.
Whoops.
Yeah, whoops.
Don't do that. That's mean.
Whoops. That actually was whoops. It's fine.
Oh.
I'm going to allow this. But yeah, in the early, the reason why I find Puyo 2 underwhelming is because
Whoops.
there's like just a quick rush to killing the other guy as fast as you can. And then it's over. There's no like back and forth. Fever has a lot of back and forth, which I can understand is infuriating to people who like the like just go
Destroy.
quick, kill. The game's over now. I kinda like to play with my food before I'm done eating it.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, there you go. Oops, that was almost not what I wanted. That'll do. I just don't have a good visual sense for combos in this game.
I'm
So,
just trying
once I
to
build
make some
that up,
pretty cool.
then there's no hope. Oh,
Ah,
I prematurely
that wasn't
detonated the
pretty.
wrong way.
So, just to be clear, if there's any one puzzle game for us to practice, it should be Paneled Upon, because that's the
Yes,
best.
because it's the best one. It's the only
Well-
one that I will consider valid and true.
Then
but you
you
can play
should
multiple
practice
puzzles.
a little bit in Dr. Mario.
No, Dr. Mario sucks. I do not recognize it in its authority. That's my final word on that.
I will say that Paneled Upon
Oh, that
really is a
sucks.
good game, so I won't 100% complain about it.
Oh crap, I don't have enough time to finish what I was doing. That's kind of the whole theme of the game. I'm trying to make something happen, and oh, there's not enough time, I'm dead. That's why early on I had no patience for especially these older Puyo games.
That's I'm not
That's not
making
gonna help.
very large combos.
You don't have to make super large ones to be incredibly disastrous. For me.
For you.
Alright, that'll do it. It would be extremely painful
Oh
for
no.
me.
I just got rid of those blobs.
I think we're in margin time, so you're getting a lot
And
more
there's
devastating
blobs.
attacks. So like my attacks are worth triple now. I
Well,
mean,
that's
yours are
just
too,
rude.
but you have to actually make the attacks. Let's see. Time is...
Too late.
We should
I need to
probably
step out.
wrap it up soon so I have time to switch.
I want to see
Alright,
what
switch my
life looks
difficulty.
like.
Oh
That's
wow,
what
it
I'm
starts
gonna-
you with that too.
I'm going to say my goodbye here. It was fun.
Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
If Mantis wins this one, let me know. If not, I don't care.
He set
He
himself to
won.
level 5. There's no way he's winning this.
So that's why I want to know if he wins. And I don't care otherwise.
Nope.
Bye-bye.
It doesn't feel that much faster, to be honest.
It is a
Man,
very
it
fast
already
game.
starts pretty fast. Which is the problem for people not good at it.
Ooh, whoops. That one was fast. Oh
Oops,
no, I'm
I did that
panicking now.
wrong. That is the nature of Puyo. Are you panicked yet? Will be. Okay, I'm not setting things up right anymore.
Do it.
Do that.
That's fine, I'm okay with you not being able to do that.
It's very sporting of you, thanks. Now you get something for your troubles.
Oh, I just got rid of a portion of mine and you already... Oh, I don't want
Honestly,
them.
the nuisance Puyo are not like something that you can eliminate consciously without wasting a whole bunch of time. What you need to do is you need to build your chain around them and they'll automatically be destroyed for you.
I think it's a bit hard to
And,
build a chain when they cover the majority of the screen.
That is why they are a nuisance.
Ooh, that didn't work.
That was very bad for you.
I'm in the
it's,
bath.
I forget her name.
Okay, well, now it's your turn
This
to
is
go
the
to level
final
3.
battle. Okay. It's going to be terrible, thank you.
It will.
Alright, my prime strat to make Joe do a handicap match has worked. Can
You
I
finally
pull this
did it.
off?
I'm pretty sure you can, because I don't have enough time to think through my moves. It's just like playing Tetris 99 until I reach the end and then panic.
You don't have to worry,
Yeah,
because
because
I'm
I'm not
not
good at
thinking
that.
at all.
Ice stone.
Oh, hello, friend. Little blobby friend. Oh no, I didn't mean to put it there.
Shut up, don't make fun of me in my distress.
I'll make it a little
Created
fun of you.
artificially.
You kind of have it coming, Joe.
Yay.
We take what we can.
A winner is
Oh
me!
wow, that is a cool guy. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna take a quick water break, and then I'm gonna play the Mario-themed official versus Nintendo Smash thingy until I get tired of it, because I'm not gonna win anything. It's like
Oh,
playing
that
Ranks, but with a
attitude.
smaller rule set. So that's cool.
Crazy. You did it.
Don't plan
Yeah.
to talk during it, but I might have an excuse or not. It's hard enough for me to play this while I'm talking, let alone play something like that.
Oakley dokley. No Johns, though.
Fortunately, with low self-esteem such as my own, I already believe that I'm not saying anything of value, so I believe I'm increasing the value of the stream
Oh, that's sad. Don't say that. Goodbye,
Okay,
everybody.
with
Puzzlepocalypse
high
is over.
self-deprecation factor.
I
My
got in my
Steam has to
claps.
be fine with me deprecating myself.
Whoever's smashing, have
Wow,
fun.
17 of my friends are online. They must all be playing Smash Brothers.
No, they're
I have
playing
17 friends. What?
Sephiroth.
Let's see, we got Puyo, Tetris. Okay, we got a big variety, so we'll see.
It's
Yeah, nobody's
Saturday.
lame enough to play organized tournaments.
Yeah, why would they do that?
All right,
But
well,
yes,
it was fun.
thank you
See
for
you all
watching.
later.
I don't know, for whatever reason you are watching. That's crazy. You should get that looked
GG's,
at.
except for the ones where I was in. Those were bad games because I was bad.
Bad
Sure.
bye.
And I should feel bad.
But yeah, if you want to be closer to the action and, you know, collude in my decisions to play weird games like this, should check out the Discord or whatever. You can also yell at me on either YouTube or Twitch or Twitter or what have you. I am literally the
Follow
only
on
one
Instagram.
that uses my username. I'm not on Instagram. Somebody should make a fake account so I can say that person is not me. I denounce
I'm
them.
on it.
Goodbye, folks.
Yeah, it would be weird if there was somebody out there choosing the same weird name I picked.
On the other hand,
Weirdos.
also, don't
wow.
follow me.
We've completely ruined my sign off. Thanks
Yep.
for that.
You're
Bye,
welcome.